The test of a true heir. An elderly man passed away in a quiet, working-class suburban town. His family had always struggled to make ends meet, so his passing left them with heavy hearts and tight budgets. After a modest church service, his family and friends began the slow procession toward the cemetery. But just as the pallbearers reached the gates, a man stepped forward, blocking the path to the grave. The man looked at the grieving crowd and announced, "This man owed me $15,000. I won't let you bury him until this debt is settled." For a family living paycheck to paycheck, $15,000 was a devastating fortune. The crowd gasped, and the atmosphere turned tense. The deceased man's grown sons stepped forward, angry and defensive. They argued, "Our father never mentioned any such debt. We barely have enough to cover this funeral, let alone his old bills. If he didn't tell us, we aren't responsible for it. We aren't paying you a dime." The man's brothers quickly nodded in agreement. "If his own sons won't take responsibility, why should we? Step aside and let us pass." But the man stood his ground, refusing to let the casket move forward. As the standoff dragged on, word of the humiliation reached the elderly man's only daughter, who was waiting by the graveside. Heartbroken and deeply distressed that her father's final rest was being disrupted over money, she didn't hesitate. She immediately took off her engagement ring, gathered the few pieces of modest jewelry she owned, and emptied her entire savings account. She packed everything into a small bag and sent it directly to the man with a message. "Please, take this as a down payment. It's everything I have. I will work extra shifts day and night to pay off every single cent of the rest of my father's debt. Just please, let them bury my dad in peace." The man held the bag, turned around to face the entire gathering, and spoke to the crowd. "Listen to me, everyone," he said loudly. "The truth is, this man didn't owe me a single cent. I actually owed him $15,000. The crowd went completely silent. The man continued, "He was a dear friend who helped me when I was down, but I didn't know any of his extended family well enough to know who truly loved him and who would look out for his memory. I knew this family was struggling, so I staged this test to find his rightful heir, the one who inherits his heart. Now, I see the truth." The man walked past the stunned, silent sons and brothers who could only look down at the ground in deep shame. He handed the bag of jewelry back to the daughter, along with a check for the full $15,000 that belonged to her father. This story reminds us that daughters are an incredible blessing. In the eyes of God, a daughter brings a unique grace, loyalty, and warmth to a home. While others might become distant or calculated when financial times get tough, a daughter's love for her parents remains fierce, unconditional, and deeply protective. They are often the quiet anchors of a family's heart. May God bless all daughters with beautiful, happy lives, and may He grant comfort and peace to all parents, both those who are with us today and those who have already gone home to rest.